Here we go, folks. Get ready. This is our game of the week, a matchup everybody's been waiting for. There's tremendous energy here in the building. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Nebraska's offense is up first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Breaking free at the 35. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskers.
Chris, remember in college?
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Leeds defense, Kirk, relying on an elite corner as they try to shut down the passing games. Both guys have skills, and they have the swag to go with it.
Yeah, Chris, I think that's the point is yeah, they have the skills, they have the size, the speed, but I think it's the instincts, just a natural ability to find the football and be able to come up with plays that help their defense get the ball back to their own offense that really separate these two.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the back gets the football. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play. Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown. He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one way. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That game moves the ball out near the 25.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense facing fourth down.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Hands off to the fullback. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's a short completion of the tight end. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. Receiver in motion now. Here's the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. Second and 1.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. And the Huskers line up with a first and goal. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And tackled there by the defense. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They look to throw it here on second down. He's running out of time here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They're set now to try the PAT. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Gets the first and still running. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking for the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Cornhuskers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And that run produces a decent gain. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nebraska. To the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And the offense will take over.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive.
And the Nebraska offense will take over.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Ball handed off. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Quick throw over the middle. He finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, and they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And here comes a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Cornhuskers will have to kick it away. And that's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. On the return, it's Green. Oh, and he's got some space here. Now they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in a good position. And out comes the offense set to take over here. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Here comes the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Makes a nice move there. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They'll try the option play here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They try to run it with the option. It's a quarterback keeper. Makes the defender miss. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action. Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This has been an offensive show so far. Back and forth. Both defenses reeling at the moment. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. And they'll bring him down.
2nd down.
Creates a huge chunk play. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Out past the 30. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And the Nebraska offense will take over 1st and 10.
So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And the offense will take over.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's McCall. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down.
He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it to the right side. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll run it here. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Well, these defensive ends are hard to handle on the edge. That's how he comes around the corner and hits the quarterback.
Boy, this defensive end is so talented. He can bull rush you and use his power, or also use his quickness to be able to get around the corner, bend, and then lower in on the quarterback. That's exactly what he's able to do, and I love the way he finished on that sack.
First down here for this offense. They give it to the big fullback here. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Important 3rd down play coming up. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, but now it's third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in a process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out.
Hold it.
That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First and long now after the penalty. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back to throw again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
The pass rush closing in. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 30 now. Past the 10. Touchdown, Huskers. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And the offense will take over.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That one moves the ball across the 40.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Has the first down, still on the move. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all you got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return.
And the Nebraska offense will take over.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still
Looking to throw it deep. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's going to take another shot right here. Intercepted in the end zone. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Send the back in motion. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
That run moves the ball across the 40. Second down play coming up.
Second down.
And now carry here for the fullback. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Takes him about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. We're going to kick it away for the second time.
To kick it away.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Fair catch made at the 15-yard line. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? On first and 10, looking to throw. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take a big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Please.
Here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Handoff from the shotgun. No, he didn't make it. They stopped him short on fourth down, and that could be the play of the game, and that could do it. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The big fullback's got it here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
If you give me a shout out, I'll sub.
See you, Votar. Appreciate it.
Not much on that play, brought down short. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. One of those critical third down plays coming up.
Thank you, go Alabama.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback will take a knee. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Until next time, peace.